Hey all, I just wanted to make a quick video on this absolute beast of a pedal that I've just finished building for a customer. Um, this is based upon the old Electro-harmonix PolyChorus and the stereo PolyChorus and Echoflanger that was around in the 70s and 80s and 90s. This was used heavily by Kurt Cobain on the In Utero album for the radio-friendly unit shifter, the heart-shaped box solo, a bunch of other stuff. And as far as I can tell, it was one of the first sort of attempts at a multi-effects style pedal. As you can see here, the version that you can see in front of you is a very rudimentary finish. This is going to be getting a custom paint job at some point, but for now we've just labeled it just with the trusty label maker. And it's going out later today, so I lose it after today. But I just wanted to kind of make a quick video just to show you what kind of sounds can be made from this. As you can see from the mode switch here, you've got like a slapback, chorus, flange, and a filter matrix. But what you can do with it is just a little bit crazy. So I'm going to really quickly go through a couple of the settings. Bear in mind, I don't build modulation pedals normally. This is the first modulation I've ever built, and it was a seriously difficult build, but I'm so happy with the results. And one of the reasons for making this video is, if somebody else wants something like this, I'd love for you to get in touch. I'd love to, try out more of these styles of pedals, because, it's challenging but rewarding, and it pushes me into some new sounds as well. I do have almost enough components to build a second one of these, so I might be building one of these for myself anyway, but if you like what you hear, please let me know. So for this video, we've got my Yamaha Revstar going into the Rev D20 set, super clean, nice like mid scoop. Obviously, my Revstar has P90, so that adds in quite a bit of that mid range as well. So if we start with the slapback, it is what you expect it to be. It's just sort of a doubler. But it gets strange because the controls aren't normally what you would find on a slapback. So for example, the tune here actually sort of affects the delay of the signal. So down here it's most delayed, and then as we roll it up, it's a lot quicker. So that's almost a doubler effect there. Width is sort of like a faux stereo, so at bottom. It doesn't really make as much difference on the slapback setting, but on the chorus and flange more so with the LFO. Rate, again, with the slapback doesn't really make much difference. But this one's really interesting, the feedback. You find that in a flange and some chorus pedals to affect the, I guess, what would be the regeneration rate. But here you can get some really strange, like, crazy echoes, like... See, now rather than a single repeat, all the way up, we get into self-oscillation, which is weird in itself, but cool. If we go to the chorus, again, you wouldn't normally find a feedback on a chorus. There are some chorus pedals that have that feedback, but this is a... just a really nice, rate set low, width or depth, I guess in this case, set high, like and then this is essentially how delayed, like this is most delayed, and as you tune it up, the wet signal gets closer to your dry signal, so... But we can get into some weird territory again, like, so you can get seasicky. And then with this feedback, Again, some really weird territory that I've never heard in a chorus pedal before. You can just sort of tame it up. No, it's just, again, I don't know exactly how you'd use it, but I really like a low rate and a high depth with my choruses. So yeah, flanger, again, it's what you would think. I would prefer a flanger to have a higher rate. And then the feedback here is what starts that sort of jet engine sound. So there it starts coming in there. I'll just push it back a little bit. Really nice. Where you get into the Nirvana sounds here is with this feedback all the way up, it's going to go into self-oscillation. So. Yeah, weird as hell, but you can get that sound in there as well. But beautiful. And then the filter matrix is sort of like the flange stuck on a particular setting. So like you get these weird sort of filtered sounds. The matrix and the slapback, I can kind of see having similar use cases. You know, like. It sort of affects the EQ response as well, so I can see a use for this in a solo, you know, sort of just to cut through the mix a little bit more, kicking this on, because here it changes that response. And then finally, this button here is either wet dry. Good place to show this would be on the chorus setting. So this is chorus, and then on to the left is just a dry, just a wet signal. So now you'll hear just vibrato again, essentially. And then mixed in. Yeah, it's a killer effect. Like, I think the chorus is beautiful with this. Like I say, right down width or depth up. Like, it's just really nice and just. And that flange, like, you can get some really cool settings in there. Like, obviously at the minute I'm going straight in, so it's before any dirt. But after dirt, it sounds really cool as well. But yeah, if you're interested in hearing a little bit more about this, let me know. And like I say, I have enough component for one more of these. So if anyone's interested in maybe getting one, like, get in touch.